This is session number 23. We are going to discuss about modify commands part number 2. In this session, we are going to discuss about array, mirror text. These commands you can access through modify ribbon by clicking this icon mirror array. Okay. First, we are going to discuss about array. Array is nothing but arranging the object in a specified manner. Okay. There are three types of arrays are there: rectangular array, polar array, and path array. This is a simple example of these three arrays. The first one is called rectangular. So that means what? In the rectangular shape, we can make a copy of our object. In the similar way, in a circular shape, we can make a copy. Over the trajectory or on the trajectory, we can make a number of copies of the objects. Okay, right. Command array, selecting the object, okay, enter. We have to choose the type of array we want to make. I am choosing the rectangular array. Once you choose the rectangular array, there are a number of options are appearing here. The same options you can see on the top of the screen. Okay, here we are under rectangular array. See here, number of columns and number of rows. By seeing the preview on the screen, we can say how many columns and how many rows are available. Column means vertical arrangement, row means horizontal arrangement. As of now, we have 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. You can see here. Okay, we can adjust by entering the numbers. I want to keep 5 rows and 6 columns. We can keep like this. Next, between, that means the gap between the column, that means one column to the another column. So as of now, it is default 26, it is taken. Let me go for 30. Once you adjust, you can see the preview, it is increased. In the similar way, we can adjust the gap between the rows also, first row to second row. If you specify the gap between one rows, the same gap will be maintained on all other rows also. Let me go for 50, right? Next, total. So it is 150 mm, the total gap between the columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 into 30, 150 mm. We can keep the object by giving the gap between the columns or the total gap. You can adjust by total also. If you give 120, so the entire things will get adjusted. In the similar way, if I give total height of the rows, you can adjust here 150. Okay, it will be adjusted. You can see here level 1, between 1, total 1. Level means what? It will be arranged in a Z direction. Okay, let me give 3 levels. So these levels you cannot see from the top view. If you adjust this, you can check. You can see these 3 levels. It will be in a Z direction. You can see the Z direction. Between the levels, let me give 50. So it will be adjusted 50 mm. You can rotate the screen and you can see this is the level. Okay. So mostly this we will do during our 3-dimensional modeling. Okay. Similar way, total height of the levels. Okay. Column 6, row 5. Where is our original object? You can check now. So this is our original object. From the original object, the array is created on the first quadrant. That means positive x, positive y. If you want to make this in the left side, what you need to do here, we have to specify the distance in the negative directions. The column should be shifted to left side. Here I am going to give minus 24. Okay. Totally it will be shifted. In the similar way, we can arrange the object in different quadrants. Okay, right. Next option is polar. Polar means arranging the object in a circular way. Okay, so center point of array. So let me give the center point of this one. What is happening? Keeping that center point, number of copies we created. There are 6 items. Okay, let me go for some more example. Array, select object, polar. I am going to give the center point little bit away from the object. Let me give here. Okay. Once I choose the center point, I got 6 objects. All these 6 objects get rotated. If you don't want to rotate, remove the rotate item. So it will be arranged like this. If you want to keep rotate, object will be rotated according to the angle it is copied. Okay. if we give 8 copies, what will happen? So this is 0, 45, 90, another 45, 90, 45, 90. So it will be rotated as well as it is arranged. All 8 object, it is filled within 360 degree. If you give 180 degrees, what will happen? All 8 objects, it will be arranged within 180 degrees. Okay. So according to that, the angle will be get adjusted. Now the copy is created in the anti-clockwise direction. If you want to make the clockwise direction, you go to the direction and click this button, the direction will be get changed. Okay. Now we have one row, one circular row we have. The similar way we can make how many circular rows we want to create. Let me go for 5. Okay. You can create 5 rows. The gap between the rows we can adjust here, the total height we can adjust here. The similar way, the level means it will be created in the Z directions. Okay, right. What does it mean by associative? Now it is created in the associative. Okay, enter. Suppose if you want to move any one of the objects from the array, let me move one object. What is happening? The entire object is moving, but means what? It is associated, it is connected as a property of array. If you don't want like this, what you can do, when you go for array, remove the option called associative. Now it is arrayed, right? Now we can move any objects from the array. This is what the difference between the associative, this is non-associative. Next option is path. It is asking to select the path. Let me choose, this is my path. Okay. The object is get arranged in this shape, but it is not fit on the line. If you want to fit on the line, what you can do, you can go and change the base point. Now you can choose this is your base point. So what will happen? Once you choose the base point, the particular base point will fit on the line. Okay. Now the object is also get rotated according to the direction of the curvature. If you remove the alignment, it will be in a straight form. Okay. If you give the align with the curvature means according to the curvature, the object also will rotate. Okay. Right. Similar way here, number of items and rows we can create, levels we can create, associative. Okay. Tangent directions. We can change the direction of the object like this. You can adjust the directions. Okay. There are two options here, divide and measure. If you go for divide, what will happen? Number of items can be kept on the object. Now only 6 objects are there. If I give for 16 objects, what will happen? The total 16 object will divide equally within the lines. If you go for measure, that means the gap between the object we can measure. If I give 100, what will happen? So the gap between the first object to second object will be 100. So number we cannot control here. Okay, right. Next important modify command is mirror. This is another kind of copy. We are not copying the same object. We are creating the mirror image of the object. Okay. Mostly the axis symmetrical objects can be created using this mirror command. I have 2 circles. I am going to create the tangent lines between the 2 circles. Okay. Similar way, I want to create the tangent lines at the bottom also. So I can draw a line and create. The best way is that I can mirror that object. If I go for copy, what will happen? The same angle I will get. It will not be fit exactly. But I can do mirroring the object. Choose the object, enter. It will ask the mirror point. 2 reference points we need to give. Let me choose the center point of the circle as a reference. Okay. This seems to be a belt drive. Okay. Let me go for some more mirror using the same object. Take these 2 lines and circle, keeping these 2 points as a mirror point. So it will look like a flange. Okay. Right. So it is very simple that we can create a mirror image. Let me draw a line at 45 degree, some distance 50 in the direction of 45 degree. Okay. Now I drawn a line of 45 degree inclination. Okay. I am going to do this object in a 45 degree mirror. What will going to happen? Let us check now. Mirror. So this is your first point of mirror, second point of mirror. If I give like this, what is happening? So imagine you are keeping the real mirror here. From the mirror to the object, how much gap this one? The same gap is maintained on the mirrored image also. Mirror command is very much useful to create the axis symmetrical objects. Axis symmetrical means what? Imagine this is object. If you cut vertical, you will get two pieces. Both the pieces will be identical in shape as well as size. If you cut like this, it will not be identical. So identical objects or symmetrical objects easily we can create using the mirror command. Next is mirroring the text. Okay. Now let me go for mirror. Choose the object. Let me choose this is my first mirror point and second mirror point. What is happening? This text is also considered as an object like a circle and line. So text you cannot read here. So text should not be considered as an object. It should be considered as always a text only. So what I have to do now? I have to go for Mirrtext command and change the system variable 1 to 0. Now you can check mirror. Just give the mirror line. Create. You got the object. Again, I'm going to do the mirror. This is going to be my mirror line. Okay. See here, text is not considering as the object. Text is always considered as a text only. Mirror in any direction, any angle, you can read the text easily. Okay. So based on the array, mirror, Mirrtext, we are going to do some exercise. Okay. I have drawn a small circle of radius 10 and I have drawn a line 40 mm. This is 10 mm, 15 mm and 2 mm. Using the mirror command, I am going to mirror the bottom half. Okay, this is my mirror line. I want the same object should be arranged in a circular way by choosing the polar option. So this is my center point. Okay, so number of items must be 4. Now I have to connect these two with the curvature with the radius. Okay, start point, end point I am giving. So start point to end point, the direction must be anti-clockwise. The radius I am giving 18. Okay, again I have to arrange this arc in a circular way. 4 items. So I have to go for polar method. Choose the center point and number of items 4. Next, I have to draw the another circle, center and tangent. And inside another one more small circle. This must be a circle of 2-point method. 1 and 2. Again, I have to arrange this circle in a circular way, 4 numbers. Okay, right. Similarly, this is going to be your exercise. You can try these drawings. Okay, this is using polar method and this is using mirror method. Okay, and this is for Mirrtext. Okay, this is end of session number 23. Next session, we are going to discuss modify command part 3, which is about rotate and scale. Thank you.